It is 27 years since Uganda started the National Prayer Breakfast, a platform that brings together senior government officials, the clergy and other stakeholders to pray for the country, its economy, families and most importantly thank God for his protection, guidance and providence. Former inmate that was once condemned to death, Rwakasisi, was the face of this year's National Prayer Breakfast that was held at State House Entebbe. Recalling his 24-year life in prison, Rwakasisi praised President Museveni for being a rare gem with a big heart and ability to work with his enemies.
The telephone came. I didn't have the phone. They called my wife. So she came running with the phone. Said, they want to talk to you. I said, who? They want to talk to you. She gave me the phone. And then someone on the other end said, hold on for the president. I said, the president of Fufa? Oh, who?
Rwakasisi's testimonies resonated with the day's sermon that was delivered by Bishop J.B. Masinde of Deliverance Church Umoja of Kenya.
Even in your campaign trail, can you learn to speak positive words about your nation? Africa is not cursed. Uganda is not cursed. The African is not cursed. No, we are in God's economic plan and we can rise up, Your Excellency, and move on as a people, and the destiny of Uganda is in our mouths.
Addressing the congregation, President Yoweri Museveni first lauded Parliament for sustaining the National Prayer Breakfast culture.
So I'm glad that you have sustained it, and you should not forget that genesis. That was the whole idea. I don't know whether they still have it in the US.
Commenting on Rwakasisi's testimonies, President Museveni categorically stated that it was the work of God that led him to pardon his former enemy.
I went there and prayed. And I said, this case of Chris, is it really true that he killed these people and should be hanged, or there could be a mistake? Now somehow a voice, I don't know what you call it. My Moroccan people call it a voice, but it was like a feeling inside me. But I think that's what you call a voice. Told me that it's not correct. Don't sign that instrument, whatever it was, whether it was the death sentence or whatever. So don't sign it. That one I remember very well. In that small office, the old office.
President Museveni then asked Ugandans to learn to tolerate one another, especially in the political sphere.
Especially you, the politicians. Even if they cheat you, if you are doing the right things, God will come to your aid at the right time. And you don't have to be bitter, because even after the elections, we could have negotiated with the UPC. That's why I met Mwanga in Kororo with Peter Otai. And again, I met him here. He had a house here somewhere near Victoria Hotel. He had a house somewhere there. I met him there to this time. And I told him that if you want to avoid trouble, we should talk seriously. But they were not interested.
To give the closing prayer was the First Lady and Minister for Education and Sports, Janet Kataha Museveni.
May we as leaders lead by example and show that we can disagree politically but still remain united as Ugandans.
The 27th National Prayer Breakfast was under the theme, The Power of Forgiveness and Reconciliation.